Clap if you have a pet. If you have a dog, clap. Clap if you have a cat. All right, so one girl has both back there. The screechy girl back there. Good, okay, very happy to have both. That's good. Your car smells phenomenal, I guarantee. It's the type of girl that just lies to you. You're sitting in her car, she's like, oh, the dog got wet somehow, I don't know. Just jumped in a lake, I don't know what happened. You'd be riding in someone's car with a dog and you're like, and you know they know it stinks in there, but they're waiting to look at your face to see when you crack the window, you know, when you just sitting there and you're just waiting and eventually you're like, I can't take it anymore. It doesn't matter if it's 3 degrees outside, you're like, I can't breathe, it stinks in here, okay? I can adjust the temperature. Nope, I'm good, I want the fresh air. If you have a dog and I'm riding in your car, clean your car a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to step out and you're like, yeah, open the glove box. I got one of those roly things so you can get all the stuff off of you. Don't give me that. Just clean the car before I get in. Rolling over my clothes. Oh, come here, come here. Trying to last strip. Let's just roll. I don't know. People with cats and dogs are funny, man. How many people don't like cats? Clap if you don't like cats. How'd that feel? Raise your hand if you're one of the people who said you don't like cats. Why don't you like cats?
No purpose.
There's no purpose, right? There's no purpose? Really? How evil is this guy? Like the cat's purpose is to serve him, like, I'm here for you, meow, right? What do you mean, no purpose? These are the things that people say when you ask them about a cat. I like cats, I like dogs too, but when you ask someone, a dog person, you're like, do you like cats? Like, no, I got a dog. There's no purpose for cats, right? It's like, I want to go back to a time when we could like 2 things. Remember we used to be able to like 2 things? Like, I like some Republican views, I like some Democratic views, right? Remember we could do that? I like black people and I like police. Remember we could do that? Remember that? The world changed. We have to only like one thing. Forget that, man. I like it. I like cats. The funny thing, though, like dogs, the crazy thing with dogs and cats is this. Like, it's weird when you like yell out that you like a cat. I'm not just putting this on you. I'm just saying anybody. Like, if you're at a bar and someone's like, want to see a picture of my cat? You're like, you're a freak. Get away from me. But people will show you their puppy all day, right? But you can't pull out a cat at a bar. If a dude pulls out a cat picture at a bar, they're like, he's a creep. Get away from that weirdo with 3 cats on his phone. What's this dude doing? I have a friend who's always like, I don't like cats because they're mean and because they don't listen to you. They do whatever they want to do. I feed it, I give it water. I should be able to pet it when I want to. I'm like, really? Is that how it works? What if you went into your job every day and your boss was like, Steve, come here. Wouldn't there be a couple days where you're like, don't touch me today? I don't want any. Cats just have personality, right? You can't bribe them with treats all the time, right? They're like, no, I'm good, right? Somebody's dog, you just pull a treat out. The dog can be vicious. Unless the dog is really, really well trained, the dog can be like, and you're like, hey, look what I got, boy. He's like, let me run over here real quick. And he just talks to his owner like, I'm gonna go over here real quick and see, check that treat out. I'll be right back. Try to take somebody's cat like that. You put a treat out to the cat's like, yeah, right. Walk away from it, put it on the ground and walk away from it. I'll come back and smell it and decide if it's safe, right? The dog's just like, give me that treat. Give it to me, quick, fast. You can put a bowl of food and leave the cat for 3 days. A bowl of food, put water there, okay? If the water evaporates or you drink so much, open the toilet. Do whatever you gotta do to put more water around the house. The cat will eat and drink. For a week, the cat will be fine. There'll be food left when you come back. The cat's like, wow, how was your trip? Right? You do the same thing with a dog. Before you get up the block, the dog's like, hey, really? Thought it was Thanksgiving. I ate all that in like 5 minutes. Well, I thought it was a treat. You put so much in there at one time. I thought it was a gift. Woo! Doggy Christmas, right? Stupid. Come back home, the dog's already eaten half the couch. Hey, I was hungry, man. I thought you were gone forever. You must not have pets, sir. You have a dog? Did I just disrespect your dog too much? Or did I nail your dog? Nailed your dog. What kind of dog do you have? Labradoodle? Oh, such a pretty little non-allergenic dog, right? Oh, I said little. I'm sorry. Well, I'm up here. I'm on stage, so I'm kind of right still. I was like, little dog. He was like, up here. Thank you. Labradoodle. Such a confused dog. No, he's like a big, tough size, but like, it's a poodle. Labradoodle. My friends have pit bulls, and a couple of my friends have pit bulls. One of my friends here tonight has a couple pit bulls. She's scary. Her Instagram's scary. These dogs. Aren't they beautiful? Nope. Only people that own pit bulls are the ones that are like, they're the best dog ever. You need to open up your heart. I'm like, no. I'll trust you from afar. Because I have a couple friends. Here's the thing. I have a couple friends that love pit bulls, and I go to his house. Actually, one of my cousins, and I go to his house. It's so scary because, like, when I show up at the house, the dog is already waiting for me at the screen, like, right? And I see him in his living room. I'm like, yo, come let me in. He was like, the door's open, just come in. I was like, nah, man, won't you just come let me in, right? Because the dog is ripping at the screen, like, right? He's like, yo, the dog's not going to do anything, just come in. I'm like, well, he's ripped the screen to pieces. I don't know if I want to walk by him right now. So he angrily comes to the door like, come on, watch out. Tells the dog to watch out. The dog obviously listens to him because he feeds it. So the dog, to me, looks like a monster. To him, the dog's like, backs up. I'm like, all right, Caesar Milan, okay, go ahead, back your dog up. Dog backs up, he comes, he's like, come on in, man. And I'm staying really close to him, like right on his butt when we go in the house. He's like, you gotta relax, man, the dog can smell fear. I was like, well, he can definitely smell this pee running down my leg right now, because I am afraid right now. Straight up afraid. You ever have a dog lift you off your feet while it's smelling you? Because the dog never smells an area of your body you don't care about, right? Immediately when I get in the house, the dog is like, I'm trying to act tough, right? It's all right, dog, it's okay, right? I'm so scared. You can hear my heart like,
All right, so I feel like we done got close a little bit, so I can be a little bit more honest with y'all. I'm going through some new stuff in my life. Thank you. I'm fat and I'm broke, which means I need to join the gym, but I can't afford to. So what I have to do is walk around my neighborhood to get my exercise. So I need to talk to all you dog lovers. Stop walking your dogs with no leash, because I'm scared. And I'm tired of you looking at me like something wrong with me when I'm trying to verbally protect myself. Get your dog! Get your dog! You better get your dog! Now you looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Why are you tripping, big man? What? Oh, Muffin don't bite. Muffin don't bite. Well, I don't know Muffin don't bite. All I see is a pit bull running toward me free. It would be the same as if you saw me walking down the street with a gun and no bullets. What's wrong with you? Why you tripping, big man? What? Oh, Muffin don't bite. Muffin don't bite. then you name your dogs wrong too. Cause the name's supposed to match your dog. Tired of going to your house. You like, hey Bone, you wanna meet Cupcake? All right, I'll meet Cupcake. Cupcake is a werewolf! You should have named that dog Cujo! It's like meeting a white dude named Jamal. Oh, you Jamal, huh? Put the Kool-Aid up, put the Kool-Aid up. Get some iced tea. Put the sweet potato pie away. Pumpkin pie, that's what we do.
I own dogs. I have 2 dogs, too. We are like Wild Kingdom at our house. 2 dogs. Who owns dogs in the room? Dogs are great, man. Dogs can get away with anything. My dog hasn't brushed his teeth for 12 years. And people come and go, oh, he's a good dog. I'm like, you're definitely good. Here's what I find funny about dogs. The things they do. The things we let them get away with. You'd never let kids get away with the stuff that dogs get away with. Like you wouldn't let your kid out in the backyard rolling around in their own stuff and come back in and lay on the couch. We think our dog's sick. He eats a bunch and then he throws it up. Thought he was bulimic, but then he eats it again, so we don't know what's going on with the dog. I took him to the vet and I'm like, hey, and he goes, well, you're not feeding him human food, are you? Not right away. I mean, we tease him for a long time before we give it to him. What's that? You know what dogs' nose is 10,000 times more powerful than ours? What in the world do their farts smell like to them? I have a Labradoodle. He's big. He looks like Rob Zombie. Big beard. 70 pounds. And we got a little schnauzer, Tootie. Thanks, honey. I'm standing out in the backyard going, come on, Tootie, where are you at? Don't ever buy a dog in the winter. Found out our dog likes to eat frozen dog poop. Very same day I learned that pulling it out of his mouth makes me vomit violently. I'm standing there going, what do you got there, little buddy? That's a turd, what are you doing? He's in the backyard in his Cosby sweater. Why in the world would you take my jello poopy pop and throw it out in the yard? Does anybody in here have no children, just dogs, and you think that they're your children? Anybody? Anybody? Raise your hand if you do. Oh, up here? You do? Okay. Well, I run into people like that on the road, and they're like, we don't have kids, we have dogs, and they're just like kids. No, they're not. You see, I've never sent my kids outside in -4-degree weather to go to the bathroom in the backyard with no socks or shoes on. If you come over to my house and I don't say, don't talk to her for a minute, she might piddle. Never had to do that. I've never put a necklace on my child to keep him from talking to other kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Susie, what in the world? My kids have done some stuff, but I've never taken my kids' head when they've had an accident in the house and they're growing up. Who did that? Go to your room. Dad, what is going on? And when you do that to a dog, you know what the dog's probably thinking? Like, look, dude, I like it a little colder than that. I don't know why you just made me do that. You know I can't pick it up. I don't have thumbs. That's your deal to deal with now. Here's what I'll tell all of you. You may not be a dog owner. Maybe you are a dog owner. But here's the one noise. I don't care what is going on. There could be tornado sirens on. There could be an old lady in a wheelchair sitting next to you. You hear this sound? That dog's chicken neck starts going. I'm not kidding. You'll kick an old lady out of a wheelchair, scoop up an 80-pound dog running around your house looking for hardwood floor. Linoleum. Happened to me in the middle of the night. I jumped in, threw my dog right in the tub. Yeah. That's my sock. The dogs look at me like, that thing tastes terrible, man. I'm telling you. Trust me, I know. I ate poop in the backyard earlier today. Let me tell you guys this. If that happens to you, let me tell you this. Wash it down. I forgot to do that. My wife awoke to go to work. Then she awoke me by going, oh my goodness! Somebody threw up in the tub! Yogi did that. Somebody threw up in the sink! I did that. It was pretty gross. I apologize.
My wife and I have 3 dogs. Daisy, Frosty, and Mo. And yeah, Daisy's a weird mix. Nobody ever believes me about this, but she's half golden retriever, half dachshund. For real, she's a golden wiener. Or a wiener retriever. Just depends on your mood, really. Wiener dog body, if you zipped up a golden retriever outfit on top, it's amazing. And she's got a golden retriever soul, you know what I mean? Like golden retrievers are, they're popular for a reason. They're loyal team players. I love her so much, you know. I'll be like, and to this day, I'll be like, Daisy, sit. And she's like, I've been sitting for 30 minutes waiting for you to ask, and I made you nachos. Like, wow, how are you talking? She's the best. So I'm an addictive personality. I've never been able to stop at one thing ever. So I talked my wife into getting a second dog. So I could have double awesome dogs all the time, right? So if Daisy's the best dog ever, Frosty is the worst dog ever. And I love him, don't get me wrong, but he's deaf. He can't hear. Don't feel bad for him. That's what he wants. He's an evil genius. He's the alpha of the whole house. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's figured out, because we have to do sign language. This means sit. He's figured out if he didn't look at my hand when it starts to move, he didn't have to do anything. I'm like, Frosty, sit. And he's like, what? I don't know what's going on. I'm deaf. I'm just gonna pee on everything you love. He's a full dachshund. You ever had a full dachshund? They pee on everything. They're just colostomy bags with tails. I think that might be the wrong bag, but I'm not a nursing student, so where were you on that one, huh? Actually, it's a... So we got all our dogs from a shelter, and we got Frosty from this one shelter. The lady that gave it, she was nice, but she was not. She was trying to be helpful, but she wasn't. Because she's like, okay, Frosty, here's some tips. You know, he's 99.999999999% deaf, probably 100. But we have a theory that he might be able to hear high register screeching noises like. So that's helpful. Another thing is she goes, if he ever gets lost in your neighborhood and you're trying to catch him, wave your hands a bunch. Sometimes he'll see it out of the corner of his eyes, and if he feels like it, he'll come towards you. All right. So he used to live in kind of a lousy neighborhood. I was walking him. It was the first day I had him. I didn't know how to put his collar on. It was loose. It popped off. He took off running. I'm like, oh no, Frosty's gonna get hit by a car. And I panicked and I was like, what'd the lady tell me? Like, is this high enough? He's deaf. This is what you do with deaf dogs. And people at the bus stop are like, man, this neighborhood's out of control. He also had hookworm when we got him, which is not a request, you know. I took him to the vet. She gave him pills. He got better. I asked the vet what I thought was a valid question. I said, am I at risk of getting hookworm for my dog? And she said, not unless you're gonna eat his poop. Okay. So no? What the heck? Is that the vibe I'm giving off? Like, this guy actually looks like he's gonna eat dog poop, so make him sign the waiver, Carol. I wish that was the end of the story. Fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm driving Frosty around. He's running around on my lap. I'm eating a Butterfinger. Those are my favorite candy bars. Those are crumbly. I look down, there's a piece of chocolate on my jeans, and I'm like, oh, you can't let chocolate go to waste. And I pick it up and I put it in my mouth, and it wasn't chocolate. It was not chocolate. And then I had to make the worst phone call ever. I had to call the vet back out and be like, funny thing happened. You were right. And you could hear him in the back, like, I knew it. You could see in his eyes. He's a dog poop eater.